Are you a mom that's wondering, why in the world is my adult child so disrespectful towards me? I know many of you have asked yourself that question so many times, and so today we're going to dive into 4 of the possible reasons of where this disrespect is coming from. So if you're experiencing this, I want you to stay tuned. We're going to dive in to this right now. You know, this is something that every mom who's watching my channel has experienced in some fashion. Now, some of you are dealing with disrespectful children in regards to on high level, whether it's nasty texts or phone calls or emails or in your face type of situations. And some of you are dealing with more of a silent disrespect where you're not getting any feedback. You have no idea what they're thinking, right? So let's dive into this because some of these are going to resonate with you, if not all of them. Number 1 is our adult children struggle with independence. So their own struggle with independence is their struggle. Again, we're talking about adults here, not our teenagers. And so sometimes they have challenges in establishing what their independence really looks like, trying to separate themselves from you as a family unit, right? So sometimes that disrespectful behavior might be a response to that struggle that they're having between, asserting their own autonomy and navigating ongoing connection with you and maybe their father, but their family in general. And so they're struggling with trying to figure out how to do that. That is one I see a lot. Another one, number 2, is emotional expression. A lot of times this disrespectful behavior can sometimes serve as a way for them to express some deep emotions that they may have. Emotions like frustration or anger or even sadness, but they're unable to communicate that directly. So it ends up coming out as disrespectful words and tone and communication. So that is another one that I see a lot. And that I think every family in general has experienced some bits and pieces of that one, especially, right? Number 3 is modeling external influences. So whether it is societal norms or it's their peers or the media, especially social media, right? We all know that can impact their behavior. And so sometimes they adopt those attitudes or behaviors that they think are socially acceptable because maybe in that circle it is socially acceptable. And so even if it conflicts with values that, you instilled in them, they're going to create their own values as they should as an individual, right? Doesn't mean it's okay to be disrespectful to your parents or anyone else, but these external influences have a way of kind of just sucking them into whatever group or area that they're in. And that can happen so easily. And it can start happening when they're teens, which is very frightful in my opinion. For those of you that are dealing with this disrespect and you're not really sure where to turn, if you're ready to learn some skills and communication techniques and putting up boundaries and maybe stop enabling all these things that you are ready to do for yourself, if so, I want you to click the link for the discovery call below, because that is a consultation with me where I can learn more about you and I can share with you how I can help. The last tip here is lack of coping mechanisms. You know what? And I don't want you to blame yourself for this, but sometimes they haven't developed effective coping mechanisms. We can teach and teach and teach another human being, including our own children, until we're blue in the face. But sometimes anxiety or stress or some other type of challenge kind of takes over. And so I want you to realize that disrespectful behavior could be like a manifestation of their own struggle many, many times. And they're trying to navigate these difficulties, and it's difficult for them to do so. So it's easier to respond, like I said in number 1, where they're reacting. Their emotional expression is is more in reaction mode than it is being reasonable. And so I hope that helps you today. And there's many, many more, and I'll do another video on those in the future. But I just want you to know that you're not alone in this. And just remember too that no 2 families look the same. But you also do not deserve to be disrespected, nor should we disrespect our kids, right? So it needs to be a level playing field here as much as possible, and you are only in control of you. So I'll see you in the next video.